Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your end of October 2022 monthly reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. This is going to just be a 6-card spread the way I normally do my weekly readings. So this is sort of a new deck. The cards still stick, but I will be taking them either way. This is, those of you that are interested, the lovely Hocus Pocus deck. I love the colors. I love the design. I just wish the cards were a little glossy. Make it a little bit easier to shuffle. So thank you guys once again. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. I will be going live on a weekly basis, at least once a week. So make sure your notifications are turned on. 6-card spread with clarifiers if I need them, and an outcome card. I also want to tap into a little bit of that November energy as we move into November. Now, depending on when you're watching this, we will be experiencing the new moon eclipse energy in the sign of Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, definitely keep that in mind, that it may affect you in different ways, right? Eclipse energy can be a little bit chaotic at times, and you know, it can be a little bit difficult to maneuver depending on, well, how you react to that, right? Now, I do feel like for some of you, you know, this is the Tower card here with the transformation, which is very strong Scorpio energy. Well, anyway, let's get into the reading. 5 of Pumpkins is Pentacles, coins, 5 of Coins. Page of Potions is Cups, potions is Cups. King of Lightning is Air sign, Swords. The transformation card, which is the Death card. Queen of Pumpkins is, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I read her as my Virgo queen. If you have Virgo in your chart, check out that reading. This card did come out in that reading. Maybe I'll link it up here. 3 of Candles is the 3 of Wands. So 5 of Pumpkins is the 5 of Pentacles with the Page of Cups, the King of Swords. I do feel, Taurus, that for some of you, and there's been a little bit of emotional highs and lows. I feel like there is this tether between money and emotions and what it's tied to, be it a codependent financial emotional situation with a partner, a business partner, a friendship, a family member. I do feel like maybe the energy I'm feeling is for some of you, you may be taking care of someone that you'd rather not, right? You want them to be self-sufficient. You want them to, you know, figure things out on their own. You want to kind of cut the cord, you know, and let them go. This could be an ex. This could, like I said, a family member. This could be a child, or a child might be taking care of you if you are older. Now, that's not to say that there's nothing wrong with, you know, sometimes needing to ask for help. However, the card of transformation with the Queen of Pumpkins is the Queen of Pentacles and 3 of Wands really says that looking towards the future, if you really want to get into this, you know, massive change of feeling grounded and abundant, and I'm hearing the word fruitful, you want a fruitful life, you want to love, you know, you don't want to be stressed out and worried about taking care of someone or whether or not your needs are going to be taken care of. The Page of Cups with the King of Lightning really tells me that there's a lot of going back and forth with emotions, and it feels like sometimes it's, you know, head over heart or heart over head, right? Sometimes we think emotionally and move forward in ways that maybe our emotions might get the best of us. Sometimes we're thinking and overthinking, and then we may feel a bit stuck. Either way, I feel like with the transformation card, this definitely feels here that there is some change when it comes to your finances, your financial security and well-being, emotional, mental, spiritual well-being as well. If you are in a predicament where you feel like you've got to bail someone out, or you hate having to ask someone to bail you out, you know, out of something, or to be understanding of a situation, I just get the energy of, with the Queen of Pumpkins here, the Queen of Pentacles, I do get this feeling of things are going to be looking up and balancing out. If you do have Scorpio in your chart, I feel like this is going to feel a bit chaotic, a bit of a bumpy road, but it will be over in a flash. It just feels like it's almost as though in the blink of an eye, that tough energy, let me turn on the light here, that tough energy will kind of blow over. I do feel like you will very soon, as I said, it will be a bit of a bumpy ride, but it'll be a very quick one where you will start to be more optimistic and start to see, you know, the silver lining of things and what's next. And you're able to shake it off and be like, okay, let's cross our T's, dot our I's, and make sure that we've got all our bases covered, that we're in a good place, that we're not overthinking things, that I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety here. I feel like there's this sense of almost as though feeling, well, yeah, it would be like that feeling of having a panic attack, anxiety. Am I doing the right thing? Am I wasting my time? And when you're in that overthinking mode, you start off with trying to be analytical and, you know, really trying to come up with a master plan of what the next step is, what to do next, what is my next step, my next goal, how can this organically move forward without me putting in so much time, energy, effort. Because the minute I start to overthink my next step, I have a hard time seeing what the future lies ahead, right? The Fool card, beautiful, beautiful. I'm here for it. This definitely tells me you are, you know, turning over a new leaf. You are shutting the door to one chapter and embarking on a new one. So I feel like if you're closing out a new, you know, an old cycle and embarking on a new chapter, it's like you definitely go out with a bang. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I do mean like, okay, that connection, that job, that cycle, that lesson, boom, done. Don't want to hear another word about it. Don't want to know what they're doing, what they're asking about. Don't know, don't care. Not my monkeys, not my circus, right? Whatever it is, or the other way around. The Fool card. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Fool card, Page of Pumpkins, and the Empress card. So I do feel like these are your outcome cards here. As I was saying, I do feel as though, you know, the Page of Pumpkins. So you do have an opportunity for new beginnings, financial wealth, prosperity, abundance coming your way, feeling safe and secure as you, like I said, close out a chapter. So some of you are maybe paying some debt in full. Maybe there's a contract that has expired that you can finally get out of. Some of you may be going to, I know the Justice card isn't here, but I do feel like some of you may be going, you know, to a hearing, a court, you know, waiting on a judgment of some sort to come through, where you feel like there's a sense of being restored and replenished when it comes to, you know, financial security. And that most definitely affects your emotional and mental and spiritual well-being and security, right? The Empress card really says that your next step from here on out is going to be fruitful and abundant. I've said that word a couple times already, so not really a word I generally use in my vocabulary or in my readings, but it may be of some significance to you. Maybe that's in, you know, one of your invocations or affirmations or whatever it is that you may be working on. Maybe it's even in a prayer for some of you. If you're journaling or scripting, I do feel like that's a word that maybe has popped in your mind at some point or another, or you may have heard someone, you know, say, I really hope that you get on this type of, you know, path, journey, or feeling a sense of emotional and, you know, financial security, being in a good place. Now, if this is, you know, someone who is a single mom, because I get that energy, and I had it earlier too with the Virgo reading. So if you are like a single mom and you're like separating, divorcing, I do feel like, you know, you're leaping into a new chapter. Maybe some of you had some doubts that you can do this on your own, but again, things are about to change and manifest in a way for you that really makes you realize, feeling safe and secure, that you have what it takes, mind, body, soul, spirit, right? Now, we are embarking on, depending on when you catch this reading, on that new moon in Scorpio this month with an eclipse energy. So again, if you have Scorpio in your chart, maybe check out the Scorpio reading. I am thinking of going live. I believe the new moon in Scorpio is the 25th, so that is a Tuesday. I'm thinking of going live that day. Yep, there you go. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. If you have Capricorn in your chart, this is also your earth buddy, you know, earth element. If you have been doing the work on yourself, if you have been doing the work in your business, in your partnerships, in your relationships, or just even just the healing and going through, you know, the dark night of the soul, uncovering layers of yourself that maybe at one point or another you were afraid to embark on, because, you know, it's kind of like when we're little and we hide under the covers because we're afraid of the dark, or maybe we see something at night. And I feel like someone here maybe had that type of experience as a child, where maybe they saw shadows, or maybe, you know, they did fear the darkness, the night. And so for some of you, that's a bit of an inner child wound that's coming up, that if you were fearful of the darkness of the night, look at that beautiful energy. I believe Capricorn got this in their October reading. So if you do have Capricorn in your chart, maybe check that out. And it's funny because the Virgo reading was really about them being in their power. So your fellow earth buddies are definitely feeling the energy of being grounded, being within your power, being able to see things clearly, moving forward in abundance and love and clarity in your next step, in your business, in your friendships. I'm also hearing colleague relationships. Maybe some of you haven't been getting along with certain colleagues, or you're afraid of, you know, how things may turn up if you move to a different location, if you transfer, if you get a promotion. I do feel like things are going to be working out much better. Like I said, a little bit of that chaotic eclipse energy, but it'll be over before you know it, right? In the blink of the eye. I mean, definitely feels like that is, you know, you being within your power, not being afraid to move forward. It definitely feels like, yeah, like you feel a bit more secure within your power. You feel, whereas in the past, perhaps you may have wavered, and maybe you were a bit weary about moving forward, or oh my God, this, I got to go through that, or I got to do this, or I got to see so-and-so. And maybe you wavered a bit on that sense of security, whether or not you can walk away from someone, whether or not you can say no to someone, whether or not you can assert boundaries, you know, and communicate clearly. And I feel like you're no longer in that place. You've healed, you've elevated, and you're still going through a healing process. But things change for a reason. This is for you to transform and become a better person, your best self, your highest self. And this is the wisdom of the hidden realms. This is new to my readings on YouTube, I believe. I don't think I've used them before. I have had it for quite some time, and I'm sorry, I just have not brought it out. And I also have not really connected in terms of using it very often. The Lady of the Mirror. This is, you know, self-reflection, not being judgmental. This is card number 44. So if the number 44 or 8 or 444 is of significance to you, it's popping up here very clearly. This is, you know, taking an opportunity to really be honest with yourself. Are you honoring your true self? Are you being your most authentic you? Are you sacrificing, you know, what your needs, wants, desires, or even kind of dimming your own light in terms of, I can't raise my voice, I can't be loud and outgoing, I can't be, I'm expected to be quiet and meek and professional at all times because I can't show my true personality. And I feel like that kind of hinders you a bit, because at the end of the day, it really is about you honoring who you are inside and out, you know, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And it's okay for you to be that way. It's okay. I mean, I understand in certain professional settings, yes, you have to keep a professional tone. We all have our office voice or whatever you call it, right? Where we sound completely different and take people, you know, for a loop when they hear us that way, and that's okay. And so I do feel like this is a time for you to really see the real you. Who are you inside and out when you look in the mirror? Does the reflection of the inner you match the outer you? And sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. If that is truly who you are, then honor it. Stand within your power, stand within your own gratitude and sense of self. So let's peek into the energy of November. What's in store for you? I love it to start off with the 10 of Pumpkins, which is the 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Potions is the Queen of Cups. 5 of Lightning is the 5 of Swords. Now, you know, if you're finishing off the October month with 5 of Pumpkins, which is usually that 5 of Pentacles energy of feeling left out, you're definitely going into November with the 10 of Pentacles energy, feeling, you know, 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups energy together. It does feel like 5 of Swords. If you were not getting along with people, if there was some cattiness, some fighting words, it does feel like, you know, you feel emotionally secure, financially secure. You are stable in many, many ways. And I feel like you are presenting yourself in that energy. Beautiful. As I said, that Ace of Candles is the Ace of Wands. So I really do feel that because we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the 10 of Pumpkins here, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energy, I really feel that if you weren't getting along with someone, if there were some choice words, some, you know, cattiness here, arguments, people trying to get you to be stuck in your head, none of that really matters. I feel like you're over it. I feel like you have built, I don't want to say a shield, because when we shield ourselves, we sometimes shield and block ourselves from blessings, you know, because you're completely closed off. I do feel like you've almost filtered, right? You've put like this netting or this filter around you, or a bubble where you can then filter who connects with your energy, what comes in, what goes out, what's not allowed to come back in, right? So I do feel like there is something that you have maybe shielded yourself from, which is could be this particular person, people, even mindsets. Maybe you've caught yourself maybe speaking in a not so positive way to yourself, or maybe you've realized that, you know, your affirmations lately aren't so positive. I do feel that going into November, you've changed that energy, you've shifted out, and it really does bring about a brand new opportunity for you, because the Ace of Candles is the Ace of Wands. I mean, like, I just can't even begin to reinforce the fact that you do have passionate new beginnings that are about to take form, take shape. This could be in an energy of finally feeling, you know, whole and, you know, fired up, complete within yourself, you know, stable in a position where you feel like you have the energy to continue to embark on a new chapter for yourself, be it a creative new endeavor, a new relationship. Maybe some of you are newly single and you want to start dating. Some of you may be single for a long time and you're just like, what am I waiting for? I need to get out there and I need to figure something out, and I need to explore. I need to, you know, embark on these new connections and see what's next for me. 10 of Pumpkins, Queen of Cups, or Queen of Potions really says to me that it's almost like you're happily ever after here, because not only are you, you know, physically, financially, mentally secure, you know, having a nice home, all the luxuries of life, earthly matters being, you know, well taken care of, and, you know, within an alignment. But then you also have the Queen of Cups, which says you're also emotionally secure, happy, and content. You know, Queen of Pentacles, you also have, Queen of Cups, you also have you know, the Empress card, and yes, the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, that's very beautiful energy when it comes to, you know, earthly matters, but also emotional and mental and spiritual well-being. And the Empress card says you're moving places, you're growing. It's not just at the beginning, like at the beginning phase, but at the highest form of all. And so if you have been debating on whether or not you should continue to work with someone, be with someone, or continue to pour into maybe a project that hasn't bared fruit, there we are again, then this is spirit letting you know that this is not for you. I do feel like there is, you know, a few of you that have been wanting to really reconcile situations with people, places, situations, businesses. It's not about saying the right thing or getting them to agree with you, but rather for you to go within and be like, why do I keep trying to make this work when the universe is saying clearly it's not for you, right? I am going to pull one more because I do feel that that's not for everyone. But if you feel like you've been watering a dead plant for too long and nothing has come about it, then clearly, you know, that's for you. So fork in the road. This is like Two of Swords, Two of Wands energy, right? Fork in the road. You do have a decision that you need to make here moving forward. I do get this feeling that many of you will make the right decision. Either way, it will be the right decision, because if you feel like you're in a place where you want to keep trying, but the universe is going to show you a path where you either go where you've been going, you know, same path, or maybe try something new. You've got to pick a path. At the end of the day, either one is correct. You either have a little bit more to learn, another lesson, another connection, a person. It's like something that is destined to happen for you, whether it's a connection, whether it's meeting someone, whether it's, you know, that could be the experience or location that you get the clarity that you need. It was the right path. And then you can shift and pivot to the next phase, the next chapter of your journey, right? If you choose a different journey, right? If you say, okay, I'm going to try something new, it's still taking you where you are destined to go. We are never on the wrong path. We just may be on the scenic route because we've got a lot more to learn. And some of us have longer commutes, longer paths than others, right? And so at the end of the day, I do feel like you will come to this sense of peace, inner peace, well-knowing. I do feel like some of you that have started meditating or have been wanting to meditate, you feel like there is a little bit more calmness, calm energy within you, and definitely hearing do more of that. The peace really is within you. And it's been a long time, no judgment, since I've been in church, but I just heard peace be with you. Okay, so if you're not religious, that's okay. I'm not here to insult or offend anyone, but I do remember that being said in mass. So maybe some of you decide to go back to church. Maybe some of you hear that, you know, or someone says that to you, but I definitely heard that clearly when I said that, when I took out the peace card. So hope that resonates with someone, some of it, part of it. It's okay if none of it does. Thank you guys for sticking it out all the way through. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will be going live on a weekly basis. I think I'm going to go live for the new moon in Scorpio, so that should be fun. Make sure you guys are stay tuned. As always, your playlist here, whatever the readings I have here for you, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.